what you doing? Hey ladies, what you doing? Hey ladies, what you doing? I put on my makeup or I take it off. I put on my makeup or I take it off. I put on no makeup or I put it on. Take it off, put it on, it don't matter, do what you want. I put on my makeup or I take it off. I put on my makeup or I take it off. I put on no makeup or I put it on. Take it off, put it on, it don't matter, do what you want.
The same product. That makes sense. So I want to get into sort of the not so surface level parts of wearing makeup. And I wanted to ask, how do popular and social media play into all of you internalizing certain messages about beauty? And not even how does that contribute to your makeup routine, just stopping there, how does that contribute to your thoughts about your own beauty? On a daily basis. So I don't know if Nyla, you want to kick us off?
Well, I guess you mentioned Kylie Jenner, and
Can't hear you.
You mentioned Kylie Jenner, and it's funny because my niece was here, and she's 15, and she's obsessed with that look. And it's not just that look; it's that whole dark hair, the whole image altogether. Like the rest of the Kardashian sisters, and that's the image of beauty right now. But growing up, blonde hair, blue eyes, light skin, that look was in, and so it's just the concept of beauty and the definition of beauty is constantly changing. And when it's constantly changing, you're looking to fit in, and you're looking to. And that then becomes embedded in people's minds. And once that becomes embedded in people's minds, you don't look that part, then you don't fit in. Or you're not accepted, or you're just not pretty.
Absolutely.
And so it plays a role. A lot of times when I do television or we post pictures, you'll get bullied and picked on. And people will say stuff. And you have to have very, very thick skin. But then it does ultimately have an effect on you. And you have to be like, okay, and you don't reply back, you don't respond back, you don't say anything. You have like thousands and thousands of people saying stuff about, the way your body is. This is just in general through media, whenever we're posting anything, whether it's Facebook Live or even if it's my personal account that's public.
Can you tell me, that hurts you deep? You appear very, even now talking about it.
No,
does it go deep? No,
it does. It affects you. But then I've learned to. It helps you. It has a positive and a negative. It affects you because you think to yourself, oh God, like you start to zero in on my nose is big, my lips are big, my teeth are buck, or my eyebrows are not symmetrical, or my hair is not good, or you go into that. But then on the other side of it, people are saying stuff about you, and then you think to yourself, you know what?
Good.
There's
That's
no
the
skin off
takeaway.
of my back.
The takeaway.
And you become actually, if you take it the right way, you can become more confident about yourself. So
I think age does that to you also. I do.
Yeah, it gives you more confidence.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would agree with what she's saying. When I was younger, seeing all the images of women that didn't look like me on television, for me it was like just a television show because all the influences in my life were in my family. My mother, her sisters, they were all very beautiful, very progressive women doing things that the generations before them didn't do. So for me, those were my examples of beauty and stuff like that. But when I look at television now, I'm like, oh, they're using this. I need to find out what that is and if that's going to work for me. So I'm influenced by what I see, and like there's a new lipstick out, there's a this out, Urban Decay's launching another line. MAC launched a Selena line. I have to have that.
Right.
So that's how I'm sort of influenced to buy stuff, not only because I love makeup, but because there's new stuff coming out all the time, and you're always trying to find that perfect color.
Yeah.
So,
And what happens when you find the perfect color?
You buy it over and over again until they discontinue it, which happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
True. For me, social media has had positives and negatives. Growing up, I was big, I was plus size, so don't see a lot of women who look like you because, being plus size is not a beauty standard in our culture. So I always grew up feeling very ugly and just like not pretty. And then being exposed to social media kind of made it worse, because then you see all of these beautiful girls, perfect hair, perfect makeup. So it kind of part of that was what influenced me to start wearing makeup. Was I got really into like YouTube videos and those types of things. But I would say the plus side of social media has been that it's exposed me a lot to women who do embrace their natural beauty. There are a lot of really dope campaigns. There's like a lot of beauty bloggers who do makeup. They'll do like half of their face done and then half of their face with no makeup, just to show that they're confident either way. Yeah. You can be in love with makeup and still be confident with yourself both ways. So I started learning that even these people on social media, everybody has flaws.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, nobody's perfect. And like embracing my natural hair, a large part of that was through social media, finding other natural curly girls who looked like me. Seeing these girls with stretch marks, taking pictures. It really helps normalize a different standard of beauty that we may not get through television and like media. So I think that's the plus side of it.
For me, high school was probably the biggest problem, because I was, going through growth spurts. I was covered in acne, and then I was like super skinny, so people always made fun of me, thinking that I was anorexic, like I would purposely, starve myself. So it was always, for me, I was always trying to be like a bigger person, actually, because everybody said I was so, skin and bones, and I hated that growing up and seeing that, like what I should be. But when I got into college, it changed for me, and I realized, I met people who were very confident in themselves, and I just wanted to be like that person. And then I just stopped caring about other people, and like you said, like going on the YouTube videos and see women just like, I'm skinny, I don't care, like whatever, this is who I am. You like it, you like it, you don't, you don't. And then I started, becoming more comfortable with myself and my body, and I'm like, if this is my body, this is how it's gonna be, and I stop caring about what other people think, and getting that empowerment from other people was really important too.
Yeah. It sounds like there's almost a partition. It's like popular media, maybe what's fed to you, and then now we have the power through social media to create our own vision, like to create our own world, essentially. Like we can follow, we curate
our own experiences.
Exactly.
It exposes you to a lot of different things. A lot of people you may not have been connected with before. You realize that there are so many people who are just like you. Definitely negatives and positives.
Absolutely.